My husband and I just packed up our lives, moved across the country from Idaho to Texas to buy this 6-acre fixer-upper farm, and I could not be more excited. The list of projects is quite literally endless. Not only is this a fixer-upper, but this house is double the size of the house that we moved out of, so we have a lot of thrifting to do. Of course, I brought some of my thrifted treasures from Idaho to Texas with us, but with a much bigger space and a whole new slew of thrift stores to check out. I truly cannot wait to turn this farm into our forever home. There is a lot of projects, a lot of bumps and bruises on this house, but I see so much potential for this to be the cutest, coziest farmhouse, and that is just what I intend to do with it. Of course, the first thing on our to-do list was to check out the local thrift stores, and I was blown away. This town is substantially smaller than the one we moved from, so I wasn't expecting too much as far as shops, but you guys, I've already made friends with the staff. I've got a punch card, and I think they already know that I'm going to be a frequent flyer. The lady at the cash register was so sweet. The second time that I went in, yes, I have already been twice, and we've literally lived here a week. She remembered me and Josh from the weekend before when we went in and purchased the most stunning nightstands. They are solid wood. The lady was so sweet to help us move them to the truck because they are heavy. Josh, being the absolute stud that he is, did most of the work, if I'm gonna be honest. But they are absolutely perfect. They were $49 each, so a little bit higher end for like my sort of thrifting, but they are literally in flawless condition. There is not a scratch, no discoloration, no water damage. Truly stunning. And I had been scrolling on Facebook Marketplace, as you do when you sleep on a mattress in a floor when you just move in somewhere new. And I found these stunning vintage bar stools that I was dying over, but she wanted $90 per chair, and that is definitely outside of my budget. I'm definitely a thrifty gal, but even more so after a cross-country move. She was expensive, so we're balling on an extra tight budget right now, and that was just not something I was willing to spend. So when we walked into the thrift store the next day and I saw these 2 bar stools right away, I literally squealed. I feel like I manifested them into existence, and they were only $25 per chair, which was substantially less than the others. I don't know if any of you guys ever wake up with like a feeling that you need to go to the thrift store, but that day I was like, we just have to go. I have a feeling. And we always trust our gut, because anytime I have that feeling, it's a good day. I'd say for the most part, we've just really been trying to unpack. I love a good aesthetic moving vlog, but I found literally nothing about the process of moving to be aesthetic or fun in any way. We literally still have boxes sitting around. It has been like my personal mission to kind of get us to a place where we feel at home and comfortable. I'm still working full-time, my 9 to 5, and I just do better when I have a routine and it feels like things are stable. I did splurge and get one of the boneless reading chairs. We have the perfect little nook in the living room that was just begging me to be a reading corner. And that's the cool thing about thrifting, is I feel like I save so much on other items that I can splurge on stuff like this. I have had no regrets. I've been reading every day, which I was in a bit of a slump before we moved, so I'm feeling really grateful for that. And not only do I love it, the dogs also love it. 10 out of 10 buy. The thing that was preventing me from feeling like we were unpacked the most was the bedroom. I I have a lot of clothes. You guys know I love to thrift for clothes. That was one thing I was so excited about with this house is the bigger closet. But I ran out of hangers, still got a few boxes. We needed a dresser. I convinced Josh to take me to the Goodwill. God bless him. It was like the Sunday date day of the century. He took me for chips and queso and margaritas and took me to the Goodwill. I don't think you could describe a better date to me. And while we were there, we were both absolutely shocked that we found the most stunning, gorgeous dresser you've ever seen in your life. And she was $70. I didn't even realize when we first looked at it that it also had the top piece sitting right behind it. I would have paid $70 just for the dresser. She is stunning. The original plan was like a long dresser to go below the TV, but when I saw this one, I couldn't leave her behind. I mean, look at her. So we pivoted a little bit. I reorganized the room and it fits so well in this spot. It even has little tchotchke shelves for all my other thrifted bits, hair accessories. Josh doesn't usually go thrifting with me, so I feel like this was the first time he got to really experience the magic that is me thrifting for furniture. You guys, I feel like I have a magic touch. I don't know what it is because I also manifested into existence. You guys, it was just a really good day. This gorgeous laundry shelf. I was scrolling on Pinterest, which I have been doing a lot of lately because I'm feeling so inspired by this house. It's very big, very open, and covered in this sad gray paint that I hate that needs to go immediately. So I've been in a Pinterest vacuum really. So I really wanted to get a shelf for above our washer and dryer. We have like a little cute little laundry room. I'm envisioning like wallpaper, lots of baskets, and I wanted some shelves for like all of our laundry soaps and stuff like that. She was telling me she had just put this out this morning, so when I say my gut like was calling me to it, I just knew I needed to go. It was like, hey, the perfect shelf. It's in town today, you should come get it. $40. $40. It needs a fresh coat of paint, but we are doing like a pretty big renovation project coming up here soon, which I'm so excited to share. So I feel like I can just paint that while I'm painting everything else. And I truly couldn't have imagined a better shelf. It was exactly what I wanted. Now I just have a couple more little bits that I got that I'm gonna show you guys, and we have so much more thrifting to do still. We need dining room table chairs. We are doing a huge kitchen renovation project, and I have a ton of shelvings and really cool spots to like put stuff. So we gotta go find some more tchotchkes. I also found this stunning shelf for $7.50. Yes, you heard that right. I am truly shocked. This is a heavy ass shelf, and I was literally fighting for my life in the 95-degree weather to carry this out to Josh's truck by myself. But we did it and it was so worth it. $7.50. I have paid more for such silly things. So the fact that I got this giant gorgeous shelf for that price blows my mind. But it looks so good here. And see, like I was saying, I'm already like, I need some more tchotchkes. There's so much room to display things. I'm not really married to how I have this decorated right now. I just kind of pulled a couple of things. We're doing a pretty big like vibe change in the kitchen, dining room, and laundry room. I'm gonna have to kind of see how the space feels after that's done. But I did thrift this little basket. What I loved about it was that the handle was like easy to move. So this will be our basket for collecting eggs because my sweet husband went to just run to town last week and came home with 8 sweet baby chicks. Hi girls! Chicken coop coming soon. I actually love the chick phase, so I'm so excited to have chicks again. And I already miss having fresh eggs, so I'm really excited that we were like quick to kind of get that process going again. But you guys, this little salsa dish, shut up. This is literally so cute. I cannot. It's got a little serving spoon that becomes the stem of the pepper. I needed it. I am a big salsa gal, and this just felt like it needed to be displayed. That was $6. The basket was $3.50. And then I'm such a chicken mom. Josh has really turned me into like a chicken freak. but this was $4.29. It's like one of those creamer dispensers, so he has a little hole for his beak, and then you can like pour your coffee creamer. I also found this heckin' amazing towel rack. Each end is this gorgeous horseshoe detail. And my idea with this is to use it to hang some jeans. I'm thinking like right here on the wall, I'd love to have my cowboy hat, a couple pairs of hanging jeans, and then like a few pieces of art. I have a couple of art pieces laid out to try here and a few pairs of jeans. I'm gonna hang my felt because I live in Texas now. I don't really need a felt to actually wear, but I just picked up these shower curtain hooks to use to go through the belt loop on the jean. I saw this on Pinterest and I thought it would be so cute. This was $20. I feel like that thrift store, I have to pay more attention to the prices. They have some really great things, but they also know that they have some really great things. So there are some spendier items, but you guys know I am such a sucker for this kind of stuff. There is literally no way that this was not coming home with me. This is our guest room. My grandparents are so graciously giving us an extra bed, so that will go in here eventually. But for right now, I kind of just have all my home decor stuff laid out. But essentially, as I've been decorating, which I haven't done a ton of because there's still some repair work that needs done before we can really paint and hang. So I've been trying to resist the urge, but I don't know how well it's going. But anytime I'm looking for anything, I just come in here. But I did also thrift a couple of baskets. This one was $4.29. I had a really good collection of baskets when we were in Idaho, but they're really bulky and they were honestly taking up a ton of space in the U-Haul, so they kind of had to go. This one was also $4.29. I just love the look of a good basket. I am still looking for like a larger one to use for clean laundry to fold. My sister said she's never seen one, so it may be a bit of a challenge, but there has not been a thrift challenge yet that I have not met. So challenge accepted. So the biggest thing that I still haven't found is some chairs for the dining table. The vision for in here is to do some built-in benches and maybe one, maybe two chairs. I can't really decide until I see the built-ins. So unless I find like a chair that's just screaming at me, this is kind of what we're working with right now. The table is just a dumping ground. We've really just been eating at the bar top since we found the bar stools. That's just been working. There's tools and moving stuff everywhere. For safety reasons, this shelf will obviously need to be like mounted to the wall. Right now it's just sitting on top of the washer and dryer and she's a little wobbly. But I want to do some really cute wallpaper in here and give her a little makeover, like cottage laundry room vibes. I am literally so stoked on this shelf and the fact that it was $40. So really my excitement has just been through the roof because I have the Pinterest project of the century. I am so excited to turn this into our cozy dream farmhouse. It feels like such an escape out here, such a change for us. Being out of the city on a big piece of land, I feel so at peace, and honestly, I'm starting to get my personality back a little bit. I've been in a little bit of a rut for quite a while now, so it feels really good to be like giddy excited about things again. A renovation project in my future always means I'm a happy girl, so if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe because we have tons of thrifting, tons of decorating, and a ton of painting in our future.